Okay, so that seems to have fixed the issue. Okay, we're partially there. Now, the next piece of the puzzle.
Your party?
Okay, I believe that fixed the puzzle problem. I mean, the delay skipping issues. So there we go. Should be squared away now. If there's any other issues, please let me know so I can get them corrected. The only issue that I can't fix is the fact that Twitch will disconnect. That's something that I gotta fix up later. Sorry, I popped in to state I lied. It's Granum Crayons to start. Sister. Oh! Yeah, no, I haven't even opened her. I have to do that quest right there to get that one opened up. Alright, so, in theory, everything should be fine. Now, let's go test and see how underprepared I am with this character. Let's go. Alright.
Operator, I've run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
Don't worry, buddy. Nobody was gonna thank you.
Welcome aboard. Offensive broadcast incoming. This railjack is compromised. Cannon offline. Take the towers down.
What can I say? We missed you!
Fires.
We all glow on this ship.
Flames extinguished.
Fires out!
Fire alert resolved.
It's in the bag.
No!
What?
What? You need to stop being a cowardly little bitch and running away from the target, you asshole. If you can't stay on target, you don't need to be in the pilot chair anymore, dude.
Bro, she cut her hair. Classic bad breakup response. I got this in the bag. The party has arrived!
Low for me.
We have a fire. Fire crew, stand down.
No cost too great. No blood too precious.
Fires extinguished. Oxygen levels normalizing.
There we go.
Red veil from the
I will fucking shoot you. Get out of there.
I just want to have fun, man. Is that so bad?
Yes.
Crew, their security is weakened. Bum rush the show.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't know if who was all returned,
Bench press,
but
baby. Easy. What's your issue, dude? Take a pill.
let me know if there's any more choppiness. I hope that it's resolved. But thank you all that did return. I appreciate it. Now we've got the Godful Prime. And, should make you immune to majority of attacks. What makes me immune to status
There ain't
effects?
bad teams, just bad leaders,
We can give it a
bro.
We'll give it a shot. Thank you for reminding me, Spleezy. Because this is the same Coda Lich that you have. It's the TV dude. I want to try to capture him because I really like that shield buff that your guy does. Woo-wee.
Show me what you've got.
God damn. I couldn't move. I don't know what they're hitting me with, but it's instant killing me. I don't know what it is, so I can't correct it if I don't know what the fuck it is. You have to tell me the fucking attack type, energy type, whatever it is, for me to be able to account for it. If you don't tell me what the hell it is, I can't counter it. What the fuck is killing me? Can't use the necromech. It won't let me. It just said vehicle unavailable. I'm not even fucking near them. How am I dying? You can use your necromancer once you're on the ground. No, I can't. It won't summon. It bypasses their shield, so that's why I only go in with status immune warframes. Well, it'd be nice if they fucking gave me an indicator. Some sort of notice to be like, hey, you've been hit with this. There's not a visual change to my character. It's just, I'm jumping and then all of a sudden I'm dead. Be nice if they gave me some sort of indicator for it. It does so much damage, it doesn't even have time to tell you before you die. Well, then how the fuck am I supposed to beat it if it's doing so much damage the game itself doesn't have time to acknowledge it? How am I supposed to counter that? That's such bullshit. Well, I guess that means I'm permanently locked out of the 1999 things, because if I go in there to try to capture the fucking dude, I can't do it by myself, clearly.
Dreamers are out there, working to lift us up.
And if I capture him, it cuts everyone else off from being able to complete their Coda Lich. So I guess that's done.
You know it.
It's crazy, honestly. Now imagine them on Steel Path's unbearable. Honestly, when they do bullshit like that in video games, it makes me not want to experience the video game. It makes me not want to experience that portion of the game. If you make it so goddamn unrealistically achievable for an individual player to achieve like that, to the point where the game is killing me before they can notify me why I was even dying. If you're gonna create a mechanic like that, then maybe you should rethink what you categorized your fucking game as. Because that's Dark Souls level of shit. And even then, Dark Souls tells you there is a window where you are notified. This isn't even doing that.
How to live.
I'm so glad. Like, that right there genuinely pisses me off to the point where I am glad that I have a new game coming up soon. Because that asshole not being killable is preventing me from progressing with 1999 content, because I've had to lose all of my relationship standing with half the fucking proto frames because I can't kill that goddamn Kodalich. That's not cool. It's sad when Dark Souls and Elder Ring and things like that have better mechanics and are easier to comprehend than something in Warframe. That's sad. And this is a character I can take into Steel Path, and I can complete missions in Steel Path with.
Eliminate all Corpus threats.
I have to get 500 kills with my Archwing gun. They do more missions on Warframes now. I see why I can bring. Yeah.
Heavy unit approaching.
I'm not gonna lie. That right there might be a breaking point for me when it comes to this game. Not gonna even fucking lie. When you make content literally impossible to complete, I lose shit tons of fucking interest in the game.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
everything? Yep. Alright, so we can start over and do it again.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I gotta sit on that for a few days, but I don't know that I'm... That legitimately might be a deal breaker for me with this game. That legitimately might be the deal breaker. Oh, I'm so fucking heated about that. And they can run that mission on public for help, but you had to fight everyone else's Coda Lich as well. Yeah, no, see, if they're gonna put mechanics in there where it forces me to do that, then I'm not interested anymore. Like, I'm genuinely, that one fucking thing is making me lose absolute interest in the entire game. I'm so fucking mad about that. That's not even right for them to do. Because it's actively hurting other parts of the game now. Like I've lost all my progress with Flare. I've lost all of my progress with him because of that fucking Lich. I had to choose which one of the Hex people to forget, which group of Hex members to forget. So I lost all of my relationship progress. So yeah, no, if they're gonna do bullshit like that, I'm not interested. And I don't know that honestly, because of that, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna play this game.
Eliminate all Corpus threats. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
The glyph attached. Okay, so I gotta put a glyph on.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Nora's got the goods for one lucky dreamer. Who's it gonna be? You know it. Many things have been taken from us, it's true. But fortune favors the bold, and there ain't none so bold as people with nothing to lose.
Eliminate all Corpus threats. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Another job well executed.
I'm gonna start one up, see if I can help. That still doesn't change the fact, I appreciate that, I really do, because that's how I ended up having to do my last one, but my last one, I wasn't going in with a Steel Path character. This is a Steel Path character. And it's getting one shot faster than it's able to tell me the status effect that kills me. That's not okay. And then you double that with the fact that Corvex, right? Oberon and Corvex, if you run around with them and you don't have a Lich active, you're going to get a Radiation Kuva Lich, which is going to kill the entire team and force you to do the Lich single player anyways. So it's like, DE, what the fuck are you doing? You're one-shotting Steel Path characters faster than you can tell them why they died, and then you're punishing anybody playing a fucking Radiation character by going, if you play a Radiation character, we're going to force it so you have to play by yourself. Because if you play with other people, they'll kill you and you'll kill them. Like, fuck you, DE. Sincerely. Oh, everything's viable. Bullshit, it is. 100% content like that is not viable for every frame. That is you have to have this very specific frame in order to do it, which is the same goddamn problem I had with Division 2, because you have to have a fucking meta build to do certain content. That's not okay. If you're going to force a meta build, and you're going to force a very specific build to be able to do the content, then you're no longer making it viable for everything. There is no reason you should give me choices as a video game developer if you're gonna force me to play one fucking way. That's not okay. Not at all. I just don't know what else to put on other than this right now. Because Mafia doesn't come out for another 7 days. That's like sincerely not fucking cool. Let's see what other choices we have. There's Fallout 4. Helldivers is still broken. I try that almost every other day at this point, just to see when it's going to work again. Total War. Total War is fun. Sonic War. Nope. Okay. So... One, two, three. New Bay. Oh, they have tactics? Okay. They do have the entire Fallout series, which honestly, with the current storyline that they're doing, you can actually drop 1 and 2. And Tactics. Tactics, actually, that's one of the games that Todd Howard retconned. Fallout Tactics isn't canon anymore. Same with Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. That one's not canon anymore either. He retconned both of those games. New Vegas still doesn't play, though. That's the problem with New Vegas. Gears is cool. E-Day's coming out, though. So let's stand by for E-Day. We just did the Halo series not too long ago. High on Life is hilarious, but there's really no choices there. Mass Effect will wait until Mass Effect 5 comes out, or at least has a release date. The Pillars of Eternity series is cool, but man, like, it's slow. It's that turn-based combat you gotta go through. But it's a cool series that is actually... This is 1, and this is 2, and then Avowed is actually the 3rd one. Avowed is after the events of both of these. And it makes direct references quite regularly to the first 2. Everybody's done these a million times, so there's no sense in doing that. Outer Worlds will wait for this. Second one's coming out. It's not out yet. Let's wait for the second one. We'll do that when it gets closer. Epic Games. What do you have? Chess. I do like me a good chess game. Hey, look, it's the Fallout series again. What if Metro's a good series? We'll wait for the next one though, because they've been talking about the next one for a while and still have yet to release it. That's that one. What else we got? Prime, what do you got for me? You got the Baldur's Gate stuff. Is that everything? Oh, good old games. Almost forgot about good old games. Come on, good old games. Start up. There's the Mafia 2 and 3. Do they have... There's Saints Row. Saints Row is pretty fun. BioShock. Cyberpunk. There's the first Witcher. I don't know how many people have even seen that one. Huh. That's... I don't know what, I guess let's do Nightwave stuff until I figure out what I'm gonna be replacing this game with, because I'm not gonna play a game that's that fucking punishing for no goddamn reason. That's not cool. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do next. I could do a Mafia playthrough. I could do the Fallout playthroughs.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Maybe I will do a Mafia playthrough, just in case there's a reference in the prequel to one of the other ones. Can I beat the series in 7 days? That's another question. Maybe?
Another job well executed.
I want my... But try to start my tenant lich. It's tough for me on controller. I'm like... Why is it tough for you on controller, out of curiosity? I haven't done a tenant lich, so I don't know. I'm laying in bed on a Legion Go. I don't know what a Legion Go is either. How long are you at it? For how long am I at what? How long have I been playing Warframe, or how long have I been streaming? Or how long am I planning on streaming? Oh, Ramirez. Oh, okay. I thought maybe there was like some mechanic or something with the tenant lich specifically that made being on controller a little bit more challenging. I understand now.
Shall we?
Alright, so
Till
one more.
then.
Let me see something here. Do I have all of the Mafia games on PC? I know I have them on Xbox. I don't know if I have them on PC. Okay, so this is going to include... So we're looking at... Okay. That's what we'll do. We'll kick that off tomorrow. Well, you have to throw the Orvis at the enemies in there. Oh, well, do you have to do that with the Tenet Lich? Because I know that when I farm for Protea parts, I use my regular weapons and it counts. You just gotta be able to kill fast enough and grab those pyramid things to add time. So, do you have to use that weapon? Or is it just kill enough? Because if you can just use your primary weapons. Playing Warframe? I have been playing Warframe since June 3rd. And today might actually be the last time I ever play this game. Good afternoon. Hey, Devastation, welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? It's the easiest way to get 25 kills because the only weapon has time, but yes, killing is not... Oh, okay. Yeah. Well then, do you have something that kills a little faster? Wait, what? You're quitting Warframe? Did you not see the Coda Lich fights? They one-shot me at full health with my armor on my Steel Path character faster than they could tell me why I was dying while I was bullet jumping. Bullet jump, died mid-bullet jump before it could tell me that I was even had toxic on me. The toxin was killing me faster than the game was able to recognize that I had been inflicted with it. On my Steel Path character. They can go fuck themselves. I have lost half of my reputation with the Hex. I had to forget half the characters. Like, my relationship status with them and everything. I had to forget half of them. Because I can't kill that damn Coda Lich. And then, I have to keep one of those Coda Liches active. If I don't, then I could get a Radiation Kuvalich because I play a Radiation Frame, and the Radiation Kuvalich will just kill the entire fucking party because we'll all kill each other. Or, I have to solo it. So that goes back to that whole, my Steel Path character who can solo Kuvaliches should be able to solo the Coda Lich. The fact that it's one-shotting me faster than the game can acknowledge that I've even been inflicted with a status, while I have my status immunity on, by the way. Yes, I do, because he has that little fun stone ring that removes my possibility of getting inflicted with statuses, is kinda bullshit. Don't sweat it, Toxic gets everyone. Yeah, except for it's causing me to lose progress in other areas of the game now. I have lost relationships standing with the Hex in 1999. I had to choose which group of Hex members to forget. Because I can't kill this fucking Coda Lich. That's not okay. They are punishing the character, but they're punishing me as the player for not being able to kill the Coda Lich by causing me to lose progress in other areas of the game. I am not okay with that. And it's not like it's a bad build. This is a character that I play Steel Path with. I know it's got the capability of surviving.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
And I'm not going to bust my ass and put hundreds and hundreds of hours into a game that is actively... So, I should make sure I shouldn't start one. Yeah, that would be my suggestion. And if you're going to start one, do it with a group. Because you all have to be in the same phase. But I'm not going to actively bust my ass and put hundreds and hundreds of hours into a game for it to tell me to go fuck myself and not allow me to progress in content that's not forced multiplayer either. Like, I don't have you. If it said that I couldn't do a Coda Lich without having at least one more person in the party or a full team, that'd be fine. That would be understandable. Cool. But if you're gonna make it, so it can be accessed single player, there should be at least a window where I get to be told that I'm inflicted with a status before you just instant kill me. I mean, it's not impossible. I've killed and converted many. But that's not what they advertise now, is it? They advertise that everything's playable, everything's viable, right? I have definitively proven that that's not the case. And that's not okay. You're telling me I have to play with shit that I don't want to play to progress in a certain specific piece of content. And if I don't play with the things that they are going to force you to play with, then they're going to start taking away progress in other areas of the game. That's not okay in any universe. That's not a game that is fun to me. I don't play games to be stressed out and pissed off. That's not why I do this. If I wanted to be stressed out and pissed off, then I would play multiplayer PvP games like Call of Duty and all of that bullshit. I play games to have fun. That is not fun to me.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
But I can't get tomorrow I'm gonna get the Mafia game series. We'll go through the series because Old Country comes out in 7 days, which is a prequel to the series. We can get the boys together and jump it. But then that puts me in the same boat that I was currently in, right? I play as Korvax because I like the radiation, I like the wall stripping, I like the group hugs. But if I don't have a Coda Lich active, then that means a Kuva Lich is going to get activated. And if a Kuva Lich gets activated while I'm playing as Korvax, then it becomes a Radiation Lich, which then in turn means I can't play with anybody else. You see the dilemma that creates? I have to have a Coda Lich that is going to one-shot me faster than the game can acknowledge that I've been damaged. Or I have a Kuva Lich active that's radiation because I play a radiation frame, which then prevents me from being able to play with the team. Tell me where the win is there. Because you can't just turn liches off. You want to prevent liches, you have to have one active.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Style, baby.
There we
It's all
go.
about knowing who you are and not giving a damn.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
To activate, you have to actively start one by killing a lichling. You mean the things that randomly will attack you on missions? So you're gonna unintentionally activate a Kuva Lich, right? Like, if you're in a big fight, especially on like Steel Path or whatever, get caught up in the fight, right? You're eventually gonna unintentionally start a Kuva Lich. And as a radiation team, that fucks everybody that I play with. That punishes the team because I played Korvax. That's what that does, and that's not okay. We can jump the Lich too, and I understand the frustration. There's an Acolyte that kept one-shotting me last night when I was node clearing. Very annoying. See, the Acolytes one-shotting kind of makes sense. It's super frustrating, but it's like, you're a Steel Path boss that's dropping a very important Steel Path resource. Like, you should be a little bit challenging. That tracks. That makes sense. That's something you can account for. That's something the team can account for. That's something that's not going to punish you, right? You're not losing progress anywhere. You're not having to delete things you've already completed, right? If one of those acolytes kill you. You're not losing standing with anybody. But this Coda Lich, just because I haven't killed them, I've lost standing. That's a problem. Radiation Lich, which is just going to unintentionally be activated because I run a fucking radiation frame. So that's just going to happen. That is an inevitability. So when I activated Radiation Lich at that point, now anybody who chooses to play with me is going to get punished if the Radiation Lich shows up. And that's not okay. The fact that they do that is wrong.
Animals do not eat so much as reload.
So that means I definitively cannot play a radiation frame if I want to play with the team. So I gotta shelve Korvax, shelve everything that I've put into him, and kind of like let him stay on the shelf and collect dust until DE decides that they shouldn't punish teammates for a person's frame choice. When they decide that, then I can bring Korvax back out. And see, that's not okay with me. I've spent a lot of time and resources into Korvax. He's a difficult frame to go get. And yet they're gonna punish us for using him? No wonder he's not popular. No wonder there's no skins for him. No wonder DE doesn't do anything with him. Because they made a shitty-ass broken system when it comes to radiation frames. And that's not cool. It's genuinely not. Well, Korvax has the ability that makes him immune status. You mean the one that I fucking activated and still got one shot by the Lich? That one? I was actively running with it and still got one shotted. It doesn't do what it says it does. If it did, I wouldn't have been one shotted. And again, Steel Path build. This isn't a normal build. This is a Steel Path build. And I still got one-shotted in spite of that being activated. Just like the Necromech that you said to go activate, It said vehicle cannot be deployed. So, again, these are the problems. You keep making suggestions that aren't actually working that I've shown you don't work. You have to defeat it, killing radiated enemies. So, when the band comes out, what enemies can I kill? Because the band's not dropping, and they're the ones that are one-shotting me. I can kill the monsters while the band's performing on stage, but when they come out to fight me, the band members are the ones one-shotting me, and the normal enemies go away, so there's no more killing enemies to continue to feed that immunity. These are the problems. I don't even know what else to do at this point. Start playing shit that I don't want to play? Because that sounds appealing, because, you know, every gamer wants to do that. I get 95 seconds. I'm 5 seconds shy on that one. I gotta practice with speed characters for that. No, I don't anymore, because I'm not gonna be playing this.
Ta-ta, lovelies.
Want me to come help bring a Trinity? You can't. In order for you to help, you have to activate a Coda Lich and get it all the way up to the Railjack mission. I'm just gonna go level some stuff, I guess.
Otis wonders, how do you do it, operator?
here.
Navigation has been updated with new invasions. Chaos is spreading.
Let's do some math here. That's 30. Okay, so what else do you have? What are your abilities? Consume, grants 250 armor. Regenerate. Squad mates, okay. Falls into a ball and heals over time, knocking through. You actually sound like you're going to be fun, potentially, once you build it up. Feed into the power of all of that. But in the meantime... Alright, I've never used this stuff, so let's go find out how it plays. Yeah, that's right. I literally had to get out of bed to get my PC to go do this crown thing. For the Sisters of Parvos? Yes, I suck at the crown stuff. I hate it. I hate it is how you start it. Well, I need to change my melee key and get used to not using E. Is there another? I wouldn't even know what would the standard way of placing your for gaming. I guess it would be what? The YWASD core buttons, right? That's typically what they are on computer. Interesting. Alright, so we gotta level this character. Yeah, it sticks, especially when you mess up and have to restart. I typically do not like any attack down to a button
lone Tenno
that
operative is raiding this ship for supplies.
controls movement.
You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm.
Do you have a button like one of those mouses that have buttons on the side of them as well as on the top? Can you bind one of those buttons to do your melee attack so it's all on your mouse? I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know if you can bind key commands to the extra buttons on the mouse.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way. Look for personal life support modules dropped by fallen enemies. Life support incoming. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Woo! So I can have 4 of them in here at a time. Nice. $1,250 armor. I'm betting if you feed into power, or not to ability strength on Grendel, does it increase the amount of armor you received per consumed individual? And can he consume Exodus?
Prepare for life support.
And does duration slow down that game?
Another life support capsule is now available.
Yes, that's what I'm changing. I'm making it 7, moving it here to 6. I use the MMO. I was have a number on the keypad side. Oh, okay. Hey, Radical Reese. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to function within it now.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Okay, so I can consume damaged Eximus. I can't consume
Our operative
full
is making progress.
health
This will
Eximus.
help our cause. Extraction is available if you need it.
Yep. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Life support activated.
I think you just need to get there and guard off to continue the Eximus. Okay.
Get Clem! Rample, Hunter!
Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you. Additional life support has arrived.
I got it. Good weapon, but not the only one I really want. Do it anyways. Which weapon are you talking about there? Stop rolling, you fox. Just stand up. Jesus.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can. I do believe I can hold this position indefinitely. As long as I got enough bullets, I will be good. Go down, special fish. Ooh, man. Let's talk about gun frames and gun builds, and if you ever need an indication, Google is always listening.
And how about I got suggested 2 videos on my YouTube feed today on builds that were gun builds in Warframe. Well, yeah, targeted marketing. You gotta love when they slide those targeted marketing agreements into the user agreement, but not tell anybody that they're in there. They are fantastic.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Woo. After lots of winding, I'm guessing, winding down and making some shorts, finally headed to sleep here shortly. Good night, all. Yeah, Pixie. I'm pretty sure that I'm done with Warframe after today. I think I'm going to be going to the Mafia series and trying to find something else. Just so you know. go. Come on, stop sliding, dude. There you go. No, don't let me stop you. It's not that it's stopping me. It's literally removing my progress. That's not okay. It's actively punishing me and restricting me from playing the frames that they included and made a pain in the ass to get, and it's punishing me for using them. None of that is okay. I will not fucking play a game that forces you to play a very fucking specific meta and punishes you heavily if you don't. That is not okay. I do not play games like that. That is not fucking cool. Not by any stretch of the imagination. So when DE decides to unfuck itself, maybe I'll consider it. But I'm not going to play a game that is one-shotting my Steel Path character before it even acknowledges that I have a status. That's not cool. And you're going to punish me for playing radiation frames. That's not fucking cool. Why would I want to subject myself to that bullshit? Why would anybody want to subject themselves to that? That's not cool. I finally get out of the game and poof. Off to a new one. Yeah, sorry, Bear. But it's killing me before it acknowledges that I'm even been damaged. That's not okay. And then it's actively making me undo progress and choosing what progress to delete that I've worked hard to get. Because the fucking boss can one-shot me. And I have to keep that boss active because if I don't, I'll activate a radiation lich that then punishes the team for playing with me. None of that's okay. That's the downside with me having so much time to put into games like this, is that you quickly, far quicker than the average player would, you run into the content that goes, ah, hey, cool, we've let you play how you want to play. We've added some challenges where you actually genuinely had to tweak everything, but it's fun, right? Cool. This one section, you have to play in this exact build. If you don't, then fuck you and you die. And you can't progress. And by the way, now we're going to undo the hard work that you've earned. That's not okay with me. Like, fucking DE, what the hell? You have a solid game, and then you have to do this one thing that destroys it.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
That was just best jobs. Oh, I know, Bear. I know. But you're also not wrong, Bear. You're genuinely not wrong. But again, part of the downside is that I have the time to put into video games, so I get to those points in games quicker than most people. So you're not wrong, but I know you're just busting my chops. What bosses is happening on? The Kodalich. The Kodalich, I have to keep a Kodalich active so that I don't get a Radiation Kuvalich because I play Radiation Frames. If I get a Kuvalich that's a Radiation Kuvalich, my entire team is going to be punished because they'll just infect us with radiation, and we can damage and kill each other. And most everyone runs nuke builds. So that's not cool. So that means I'm forced to play by myself until I kill the Kuvalich. If I don't want to have an active Radiation Kuvalich, I can't play a Radiation Frame. Because the reality is saying, well, just don't activate the Lich is not realistic, because inevitably, with the thick fights that you get into, especially with, like, Steel Path and Survival Mode and the Alchemy modes, like, there's tons of these different modes where they're just throwing so many enemies at you, the Kuvalich is going to kind of get lost in the mix, and you're going to accidentally, inevitably activate them, if you aren't deliberately trying, right? So the Kodalich, you keep that active because that's not going to cause radiation. That can't punish your team. But you know what that is going to do? It's going to punish your progress in the 1999 storyline. You are going to actively lose your progress. If those are my two choices, I'm not going to fucking play. Punish people for playing with me, or constantly lose and reset my progress in another section of the game. None of those sound enjoyable. None of those I want to subject myself to. But I don't have the Mafia games on PC. Not till tomorrow. So today we're going to do this, and then tomorrow we're switching over to Mafia. Because the new Mafia game's coming out in 7 days. So it'll give everybody who's not familiar with the series a chance to catch up on the story. The devs always screw things up. Yeah. Thing is the new creative director, she's only, I think it's been like 3 years now that she's been in charge. And if you look at realistically and how most things like that work, in 3 years, she's finished what the projects were that were already started, and she's now starting to put out her own projects and starting to make her own changes, which what she's announced is fantastic. And I have high hopes for Rebecca's era of Warframe. But as it stands right now, until it's addressed, there's not an incentive for me to play this anymore. Because it's like, punish the people that play with me by being a radiation frame and a radiation lich constantly, randomly, possibly showing up and fucking up everyone's day. Or I continually lose progress where I need to make progress. I don't see the appeal in that. Alright, okay, let me get caught up here on chat. And the devs always screw it. Well, to be fair, like, there's different aspects of the games that get screwed up. Like Helldivers, fantastic game. It's just not stable. I check that game every other day still. It still crashes on me. If they could just stabilize that game, I'm solid with Helldivers. I like Helldivers. But Helldivers won't stay stable for me to get through a full match. And that's a problem for me. So, there's that problem. But then you got, like, this game. It's literally the Coda Lich. There should not be a single enemy, period. I don't care if it's a boss or not. There should not be a single enemy in the entire game that can kill you faster than the game can acknowledge that you've been affected by anything. There should mandatory be a, hey, here's this little symbol in the corner that's popped up because you immediately got hit with toxins, right? So that you can acknowledge it, right? If there's not some sort of window to tell me why I died, just, you're dead. Why? I don't know, we haven't caught up yet. Hold on a second, let's all the information come in. You died because you were you had toxic. Really? So then if you didn't know what I got hit with until after I was already dead, How did I die before you knew what I got hit with? And that's the system that's in place. That shouldn't be a thing. As the player, I should know why I died. I should know what statuses I get affected with before they instant kill me. Especially when there's not some big build-up animation for it, right? There's no animation. I die before the status goes off. Why? That's not okay, right? And then you advertise and you market and you talk about how your game is great because there's no true meta and everything is viable. Except if you play a radiation frame, then we are going to punish the shit out of you like nobody else's business. That's not okay. Why? That's so unnecessary. Those two things are problems. Everything else, wonderful about the game. Varying skill levels, varying mechanics, varying builds. You can do most content with tons of things. But those two things are really, really, really fucked up. I can't account for what you don't tell me until after I'm dead. How am I supposed to know I got hit with toxin if you don't tell me until after I died? Right? And if I can play the hardest content with my character, how are you killing me faster than the computer can acknowledge that I did anything? How does that work? Aren't most games today have something wrong eventually? Yes. Every game's gonna have something that somebody doesn't like. But there's a difference between an inconvenience and something that's a punishment. Like, Elden Ring. We'll take Elden Ring, for example, right? Elden Ring is a very hard, mechanically sound game. Does it punish you if you want to play with your friends? 100% it punishes you if you want to play with your friends. Do you have to play with your friends? No. Can you get through the content without your friends? Yes. Is it designed to get through the content without your friends? Yes. Do you just have to learn the mechanics? Yes. Cool. That's an inconvenience. That's not stopping me from progressing and punishing me because I won't convert to a meta. That's what they're doing here. They're punishing players who play as radiation frames, and then the Codalich is punishing you if you can't get through the instant one-shot kill that kills you before the status effect even is acknowledged. That's not okay. It's supposed to be a single-player thing. You can bring friends, but they have to go through the same arduous process of activating a Codalich, killing the Codalich, getting the disinfectant all the way up to max level, doing the railjack mission with you, and then going into the fight. And then if you capture the Lich, it also fucks up everybody else's rotation if they got Liches to do after that. So, like, that's not a good system. It's like when you play a pay-to-win game and the rest of the competition uses bots and farms. Yeah, exactly, Bear. You know, you get it. Good Lich that isn't racing just to keep looks like I'm downloading Mafia. Okay, so if you understand, Bear, Mafia is single player. Just know that ahead of time. It is a single player game. It is a story game. And I've been playing the franchise since it was new on PC back in the, what was that, early 2000s, late 90s. I'm going to play the bullshit console versions that they have. But in 7 days, the fourth one of the series comes out. And what I was going to do is I was going to get the Mafia series, play the Mafia series through so everyone can get refreshed with the story, and then do the new game when it drops in 7 days. So that's the plan there. As far as multiplayer games go, I don't know. I really like Warframe, but I'm not going to play a game that's actively punishing me and undoing my progress because I won't play the way they want it. That's not okay. Not even fucking close. You could get in. Yeah. You're right. I could get a Grineer Lich. But you know, in order to get a Grineer Lich, I got to kill this Coda Lich, and then redo all of the progress they've taken from me, and I'm not okay with that. That's not okay. That is not acceptable. You know, and I'm not going to support a system that is going to take away my progress. You want to stop me from making progress? Cool. Fine. I'll tolerate that. But when you actively take my progress away from me that I've invested my time to build to that point, now I'm pissed. Now I don't want to participate in that system. And then again, if I activate a Grineer Lich, the Kuva Liches, I have to change my frame. I'm not allowed to play with my character, which is also not what they advertise and market their game as. So you're telling me I can't play as a radiation frame. I have to play as something else, activate a Kuva Lich, and fight it and track it and hunt it all the way to the railjack portion just so it doesn't steal my shit every mission that I do on whatever planet it's occupying in that moment. That, again, is not appealing. Why should I be punished as a player for playing a radiation frame, which you already, as a developer, made it a challenge to acquire to begin with? If I had to bust my ass to get the pieces and then put the 12 hours for 3 parts plus 72 hours for the frame, I had to commit all of that time and the resources that I needed to farm up to build the damn thing. And then the resources and forma and the mods and time that I had to put into building the frame, and then you're going to punish me on top of it because I want to play fucking radiation? No. Absolutely not. They can go subject that to other people that are willing to endure that. I am not. I don't play games to be pissed and frustrated and punished. That's not why I play them. Do you think this issue is even on their radar? Are enough people saying anything? It's the first I've heard it. No, I don't think that it's on their radar. Because nobody's playing it. Because people are doing exactly what everyone else has been sitting here suggesting. That whole, well, then just play a different frame. It's like, that doesn't solve the fucking problem. That leaves the problem in the game and doesn't solve it. The problem is still there. And we can clearly see by the fact that Korvax has no skins, right? No cosmetics for Korvax, other than his one little bullshit backpack, which is just his custom head enlarged. That's all the backpack is. If you look at it, that's all it is. Right? Like, he has nothing. Because nobody plays him. Why does nobody play him? Because you get punished for playing him. That's not okay. And because you have people that are just like, oh, well, I'll just play different things then. It's like, okay, that's nice. You have that choice. That's great. But it doesn't change the fact that that problem still exists. It doesn't change the fact that I had to commit time and energy and resources to get that. And then you punished me for achieving it. Do I think they're aware of it? No. Why? Because there's too many people that aren't going to say anything about it. They're just going to go, well, I'll just change frames. I like the game too much to say anything. And that, again, it's not okay. They want to do that. That's cool. I'm not that person. Like, I'll absolutely be sending a report to them. And I will absolutely be cutting out the video portion that shows that demonstrates that, and attaching it and sending it to them. Now, is one content creator making one report gonna make a difference? Absolutely fucking not. Is it gonna get acknowledged? Absolutely fucking not. Why? Because I'm one person. Compared to the rest of their customer base, I'm aware of how insignificant that is. So, no, I absolutely will not be subjecting myself to that. That's just not cool. HD crashed on me today. Oh, that's so... Helldivers crashed on you today? Yeah, see? I still have that problem. I've been trying... like I said, Helldivers I go back to every other day just to see if I can get through a mission without it crashing, and it... No luck. I don't even know, what did I miss? Oh boy, convince him another after and what happened. Minute 25, LOL, I'll stick with Madden. I'm starting that EA is the only thing I trust anymore. Well, that's fair. Like, EA games, it's kind of hard to fuck those up because it's literally just the same game reskinned over and over and over again. So, that's a safe bet. It's stable. Gonna be minimal bugs. It's a good, safe, stable option. He's relatively new. He's over a year old and they already have his prime slotted for a release date. That's not new anymore. Like, he's not new. And you can say he is new, but if you look at the other frames, the other newer frames that are newer than him have skins. He doesn't. So you can make that cop-out excuse without the information all you want, but that's not the case. Because there literally is other skins for newer frames. They literally said he is getting his prime in 2026. No skins. But again, I could care less about the skins. It's about the fact that the gameplay mechanics punish you for playing as him. That's not okay. Exactly, I'm getting punished. I'm not gonna sit there and work my ass off to get swiped. In other words, I ain't falling for the yeah, exactly. I'm glad I didn't spend a dime on this game. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Other frames have skins. Really? Side 09 has skins. That's crazy, because I was able to name one off the top of my head. I have to sleep. Alright. Good night, Pixie. Side 09 has a proto frame? It's also got the beret helmet, which is cool. It's got the proto frame, right? Which is fully voiced. It's got a fantastic weapon system, right? Like, it's got other stuff to it. Corvex doesn't have shit. It's a hypersexualized concrete male frame. Let's pull him out here. And let's go to his default, shall we? A hypersexualized male frame that you get that is a pain in the ass to go and get, and then you're actively punished for using it if you are to the point where Kuvaliches have been unlocked. That's not okay. It's because there's no hair and you didn't make it on the top of your hand and the other stuff gets... Well, as I said, I'm not okay with it, and I'm not going to subject myself to that. Other people want to do that, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I will not be one of those people.
Don't. That's all from me.
That's why I have 4 frames. I play an alternate between to counter the weakness, and I have the one that doesn't. That still doesn't explain being able to get one-shotted before the game can even acknowledge why I died. The game was killing me before it even told me what was killing me. Like, I don't know what defense that has, because that shouldn't be a thing. You should not die before the game has had time to process what you got hit with. The game should have to process what you got hit with before it kills you. That's still not okay. And if you can't get through that, it shouldn't undo and remove progress you have made. That's not okay. This is not a hardcore character. They don't have a hardcore mode where you die, you wipe out, and you start all over. This is not that game. If I wanted to play a hardcore game, I would go do something else. I don't play those games on purpose. I don't like losing progress that I have earned. That's not okay. And I don't know why anybody is defending that. That seems kind of ridiculous that you would defend having progress taken away from you actively in a game that's not a hardcore game. If they wanted to just keep killing me, fine. But you're not taking my progress away because I can't get through a boss. That's not okay. It happened yesterday. Yesterday, it said tech rot overload when I went to the messages on the computer. And I had to choose if I wanted to forget all of my relationship progress with the original Hex, or if I wanted to forget all of my relation progress with Flare and Frost and all of them. It forced me to choose. And I did it on stream. You know, so like there's video evidence of it that people can actively go back and find, where it asks me who I want to lose all my progress with. That's not okay. That has nothing to do with the Coda Lich, though. It's a tech rot overload from the Coda Lich, because I've had this damn thing on my neck for a while. That is absolutely a tech rot Coda Lich issue. They added that so that people can reset relationship. And it's like, no, it didn't give me a choice. I had to select one or the other. Period. It stated I can choose later, but I have to choose. The fact that you're making me choose is not okay. The fact that you are taking away my work is not okay. I don't know why you're defending that. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to do tonight. I think for the most part, people are just used to the things the gaming companies do to us, and we're conditioned to like it. Yeah, no, I'm definitely one of those people that if I don't like something, I won't tolerate it. I'm very cut and dry that way. I got a little time. Do it then. That's all. I can read that. I understand that, Uso. That's a whole lot of not using spaces. But that still doesn't solve the problem that I will be punished for playing a radiation frame. That doesn't solve the problem that I have to have a lich activated, or people will be punished for playing with me because I'll accidentally, inevitably, that's just a realistic expectation, right? I am unintentionally going to activate a Kuva lich, and I play radiation frames, and that'll punish everybody in my party. You know? And if I don't want that, then I gotta keep the Coda Lich active, which is causing me to lose progress. So I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. Unless I just choose to tolerate it like everybody else and just not play the frame that I really enjoy playing, that I worked hard to get, that I worked hard to build up, that I worked hard to make into a viable frame for Steel Path. Right? Because I can get through Steel Path content with him. And they're punishing me for it. Like, no, I'm good. I am absolutely good. And I don't want to punish the team for playing with me because I want to play with the frame that I busted my ass to get. Like, no, I'm good. Genuinely, I'm good. They fix their system, I'll consider coming back. But not until then. I mean, there is the Fallout series. You know, I haven't tried this version of it. I tried the Good Old Games version of it. That might be a realistic option. High on Life is fucking hilarious. Has everyone here seen High on Life? Give me some time, and then the keyboard went. Usually with 5 pounds of C4. C4 is kind of nice. I like C4. That's actually when I was in service. I think I still have the pictures posted somewhere. But during my re-enlistment, that was one of my conditions for re-enlisting was I wanted to do it at a demolition range. So legitimately, they went down to a demolition range and brought me down, and they had all the like the C4, they had the shock tubes, the det cord, they had the clackers. Then we were doing like door breaching, wall breachings, blowing C4 just to blow C4, cutting down trees with the explosives. Like, man, it was such a cool experience. But yeah, the army went through and gave me all that training because it was one of my conditions for re-enlisting. Was I wouldn't re-enlist unless I could do it on a demolition range. So I got to go and learn all of that stuff. It was really cool. I still got like I said, I still got the pictures posted somewhere from that. But yeah, C4, totally fun to play with. Well, I lost someone to play with. Well, see, Tilly, I'm just not going to stream this game. And I'm not going to play it unless somebody in the community is like, hey, I am stuck, I need help. I will absolutely help the community. Like, I'm not going to stop helping the community. If the community needs help on something that I have access to and I'm in a position to be able to assist them, like, I am all for it. But I am not going to stream a game and play a game regularly and invest my time and energy and effort into something that's going to punish me for doing it. That's not something I support. And you still have a large community full of Warframe players within the Discord that are all about this game, that aren't going to go anywhere, that will endure it because they don't play radiation frames. Clackers, not much interest pass. Okay. Hilarious, high on life. It is. It really is hilarious. They're coming out of the second one soon. Clackers and det cords are awesome. They are. Det cords, clackers are cool. Shock tubes are more reliable, but clackers are definitely cool. I'm stuck. I need help. I have det cord wrapped around my ankles. And stay away from radiation frames. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Hear me out. You could just use a different frame. I know. I can use a different frame, but the fact is they market this game and advertise this game and talk about this game in their dev streams like you can play as anything. And that is clearly a fucking lie. I really like this frame. I worked my ass off to get this frame. I worked my ass off to come up with a build. This is my own custom build. I didn't copy and paste like 90% of the Warframe players out there. I built this myself. It's functional. It works. I can play it in Steel Path with little issues. I shouldn't be killed faster than the game can process what happened to me. That is not okay, and that needs to be addressed. My friends should not be punished if I choose to play a radiation frame and a Kuvelich shows up. That's not okay. Oh, you know what? Do I have that one? No, I don't. Damn. I was like, maybe I have Ghost Recon on PC. No, I only have it on console. Unfortunately. The thing is, I've never used radiation frame. I know, but I have, because I worked my ass off to get one, because I wanted to use one, and I got really good at it. And then they put these, and then I get to a certain point in my story progress and my game progression, because again, I have put, since June 3rd, with 2 weeks off, I have put 381 and a half hours into this game since June. And I've reached a point now in the game, finally, where because I choose to use a radiation frame, the game is actively punishing those that play with me. If I were to get a Kuvelich activated with this frame, that's not okay. I can work around that. I can keep the Kodalich active, right? Cool. But the Kodalich is now taking my progress away. And one-shot killing me before the game even has time to process what happened. That shouldn't be a thing. I don't care what the frames are. I don't care what the enemies are. The game should not kill you before it can process what happened to you. It should process what happened to you first and then kill you. You should still be able to nuke stuff. It's not a nuke frame. He's not a nuke frame. He can't be. And how it punishes you is if you're playing and you activate a Kuvelich as a radiation frame, it becomes a radiation Kuvelich. And then the radiation Kuvelich will radiate you and your party. So if you are playing with other human beings, and those people are on the map with you and on a mission, and a Kuvelich shows up, and you get hit with that radiation because it's a Kuvelich that got activated by a radiation frame, now everyone's abilities are killing each other on the team. That's not okay. That's called a punishment. Oh, you're getting killed before the game itself has time to process what just happened to your character? Cool. You can't progress? Cool. I'm cool with those things, if that was all it was. But if you're going to take those things and then take away my progress that I have made with the proto-frame relationships, which are a hard requirement, by the way, to rank up your standing, if you're going to take that away from me, because I can't get through the boss that is killing me before the game itself can process what happened to me, I'm not okay with that, nor will I subject myself to that. Yes, yeah, I thought the hex reset was weird. It keeps estimating, like, yep. And then you get to a certain point where you have to pick a choice. And at that point, I lose my progress. I experienced that yesterday because I kept doing the I'll decide later, I'll decide later, I'll decide later. And yesterday while I was on stream, it made me choose. So it reset my progress. I'm not okay with losing progress that I earned. This isn't a game where you have a hardcore character, right? Like, if it was a click this box to make a hardcore character where if you fuck up, you die, you lose everything, cool. I know that as the player going into it, I'm agreeing to go into this game knowing I can lose the work and effort that I accomplish. That would be different. If I was told that as a player and I had to agree to that as a player, yeah, Sure, I'm cool with losing progress then because I was informed about it ahead of time and I chose to go forward with the game anyways. But that's not what happened here with Warframe. Warframe at no point tells you that, hey, you can lose progress. At no point do they tell you that. At no point do they say that we're going to reset your hard work. No point do you as the player ever agree to that term. They just force it on you. That's not cool. All right. I've got New Vegas installing in the background. There we go. It's installing. So we'll get to go and do that one. I'll have to make some adjustments there. You know what? I haven't checked Helldivers today. I checked Helldivers yesterday. Let's see here. Let's see here. I feel I recently installed Battle 2042. Playing that a lot lately. See, I like story. I need to have a story with what I play, which is why, like, I don't play those ones, but, like, I'll play the Ghost Recon games. I really like the Ghost Recon ones. Division's got a solid story. So, like, if I'm going to play shooter games, I'm going to be playing one of those, too. Yeah, see, I got Division over here. Let's see here. With Helldivers, it's free if you got Game Pass. Yeah, I do. That's actually where we're installing New Vegas on right now. I've played because I have New Vegas on Xbox. It's in Game Pass, and then you can also see that I've got it on. Is it Epic? Yeah, and I've got it here in Epic. And then I've also got it here on Good Old Games. So like I have it on 4 different platforms or 4 different. What would you even call these? Good Old Games, Steam, Epic Games. What would you call those? But anyways, I have multiple copies on multiple different locations for Fallout New Vegas just because I love the game. It's broken as all hell, but I love the game. And I'm missing the first Mafia one. But you know what? I do have Mafia 2. We could do that as well, because we're going to need it anyways. Platforms. But isn't PC a platform, and then Xbox is the, like, consoles are a platform? Because good old games, Epic Games, Xbox Game Pass, Steam, all of these are still just on the PC platform. So is it still platform at that point? Question mark. Apps? Apps! That's a good one. Welcome in, SKV. You missed a lot. Welcome in. Alright, so we got that one going. Boom. And we've got that going. Boom. Alright. You know, honestly, the first one's not even... The first one's so gutted now. Apps or gaming sites? That's 2 for apps. Alright. So, apps then. So we'll go with apps. So I've got it on multiple apps as well as 2 different platforms. Because I love the game. I really do. It's one of the coolest games. Just... it's not stable. But we'll check it on this one because I don't think I've played the Game Pass version on PC. I usually do the good old games or the Epic Games versions. Actually don't do too many games on Game Pass PC. Close that one out. There was a little hiccup. It's because we're downloading so many things simultaneously. So... It wasn't this version, it was the good old games version, right? Will I have any more is PC, no consoles or anything else? Alright, so we're going to cancel that one for now. No, actually, cancel. We're gonna pause. There we go. That's better. That one's paused. Let's do this first. And then we'll get the Mafia thing installed while we're trying this. So, in that case, I guess we better change some information for the stream. Let's go with random gaming. There we go. Updated that information. Oh, wait, it's not in there. Alright. So there we go. I hope that this version of Fallout New Vegas is stable. I know a lot of people have said that if you use an emulator when you're playing Fallout New Vegas, it's stable and it won't crash on you. I can't say that I have ever used an emulator. I don't know even where to find emulators or what they are. Guessing it's some sort of engine that you're launching the game within, so it kind of like counters it, maybe stabilizes it or something. I don't know. All of that tech stuff is definitely above my pay grade. So how's everyone else doing tonight? Or today, depending on your time zone. So, Bear, I don't know if you're still there or not, but Bear, tell us about how your trip was. You were camping, right? Do 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 do. All right, let's get all of that put away there. $24%. It's because I got all this other stuff going on, like the live stream is going on, so that's eating up, slowing everything down. You know what? Let's see about this here. Over on this screen. Bum 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 bum. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end this stream to speed this up, this installation faster, and then once the installation's done, we'll re-kick the game. We'll re-kick the stream off then, so it speeds up, and you guys are just sitting here staring at me, waiting for the progress bar to fill up all the way. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna check out New Vegas, and we're gonna check out probably Mafia 2. Those are the two games that I'm gonna be probably coming back here with. So if you only came for Warframe, sorry to disappoint. Fortunately, it will not be on this channel again. But we will be back later on after these install. Honestly, I'm kind of excited for Mafia new Old Country. There we go. That's the phrase. Old Country. The new Mafia game, Old Country, coming out in a few days. So We may try to burn through that. We'll see. SKB. Yeah, I mean, it's super unfortunate, SKB. It really is. But I'm not going to play a game that's going to take my progress away and punish me. So I will not be subjecting myself to that. But those that want to hang out with me while I'm not streaming off camera here, I'm going to rejoin the Discord voice chat. So anybody who wants to jump in and hang out with me there while this stuff's installing, feel free to do so. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. Bam. Let's go to this one. There we go. So I'm in there if anybody wants to hang out. But I'm going to drop the stream to make the installation go faster. So if anyone wants to hang out, that's where I will be. Thank you all for spending time with me. Keep an eye on those notifications. We will be going live again tonight. I don't know how long it's going to take to install, so I'm not even going to make a false guess there. But it will be tonight. It will be like in the very, very, very near future. I just got to get these two games installed real quick, and then we'll kick everything back off.